Hi everybody, it's Ganglight's Treasures. This is part of a series, so if you haven't seen part 1 with our other stuff over here, you've missed the stone and ceramic segment and the metal segment, so definitely go back. If you're new here, welcome. We specialize in finding treasures of various aesthetics. Mom has super successfully curated all kinds of sacred decor for me to carry at my booth at the Kansas City Mystic Festival. So
we are expanding.
Yay! Very excited. I don't know of anybody else that hand curates sacred decor for people's altars or spaces or shrines or prayer rooms or whatever you got going on at your house. So I'm really excited. She did 2 stores, one afternoon. Boom! Done, stocked, ready for the show. The whole table was full. We had to stop it.
I did.
Stop it! We're done. We have enough things.
I could get the heart-shaped ones.
Okay, whatever. We're on to the glass segment.
Mac's gonna help.
Mac is helping. Make a helping.
This is Kansas City Mac.
Okay, this is some kind of special glass.
Fused glass.
Fused glass from Party Light. It's a collectible. It's red on the bottom and gold on the top. And you can use it for whatever. We tried to get a very wide variety of aesthetics and vibes and colors and options for people. Got a little votive thing. Could be for candles. Could be for incense. Could be for offerings.
I like the rim.
I like the rim. It's not like flashy gold. It's just like a nice sort of undertone. We got tiny vases. Could be a bud vase. Could be an offering. Could be water prayers. I don't know.
Maybe all of your crystals are small.
Right. Or you have 4 candles for something.
Or 4 kings.
I don't know. 4 short kings.
Tower.
We got this square-ish, roundy-ish. It's just thick.
It was such an quality, and it was a different shape.
You could clock somebody with that. So it's like a rounded square shape. So lots of crystals in there, or whatever you want to use for like a vase or a little flower arrangement. Lots of bowls. Somebody went crazy on bowls. I don't know if you need a whole bunch of bowls.
I think there might be some people who are starting to get into crystals.
Maybe
they don't want a whole lot of
This
space.
is Mikasa, which is vintage glassware. It's got these nice red stripes in it. I think we're probably gonna price them individually. This one has like a crisscross pattern. It's round on the inside, but the crisscrosses are straight on the outside, so that's a set of 2. And then we just have a bunch of different.
I like that one, the shape.
That one's very masculine.
It's not
we got swirlies. We got. Where you going? You're not for sale. So, lots of offering bowls. Thank you. Thank you for keepsakes. Oh, thank you. This one's really cool. It's got these like roundy. I don't know if you guys can see that from there. Maybe Mom can zoom it later. But it's got little like roundy bubbles. It's really cute. So that's a flower on the bottom, but then there's these like little. I don't know if they're sun rays or bubbles or what. Here she comes. She's going to do a thing zoom. Hang on.
Going back to my...
There it is. See the bubbles? These bubbles. Right?
Yes.
Okay. There's a heart
very
one.
Controlled and a sun...
Like a sunburst maybe?
On the bottom.
This one's a heart one with little round bumpies on the outside. It's very cute. The heart like curves in. That could be something.
There's
a moon one.
Bumps, but I don't remember what it is.
If you know the glass vocabulary, please leave a comment. We got a moon thing happening. Very cute.
Wouldn't this look absolutely gorgeous filled with crystals?
Or beads or
Especially
whatever.
Super blue moon charge.
Yes.
Crystals.
I don't know if you guys heard, but everything in Crystal Clear Downloads got cleansed and recharged under the blue supermoon full moonlight.
And it made a difference. I don't usually feel things when I hold stones.
Mom was like, "Oh, these are different," and
I'm like, "Whoa!"
Okay. We turn the
Hematite.
volume up.
Hematite. I can
Very bouncy.
I can
We've got this nice, is this called Starburst or like flowers? It's got a nice like Starburst pattern. It's this lovely little fan tray. I love this for like maybe an ancestor shrine or for an offering tray. We've got a little stand with feet that I can only assume is meant to be a candle stand, but it can be whatever you want it to be stand. It's kind of got, they're kind of fish scales, the way the pattern kind of is. They're like irregular overlapping ovals kind of type deal.
Or bubbles.
Bubbles.
Or lots of bubbles.
Saving the best for last because I want to talk about those a lot. There are some things that I just already know are going to sell and not be available online.
Like, it wouldn't really matter what kind of price we put on them.
Sometimes you have a lot of crystals that you really just need a whole entire big thing for. Or sometimes maybe you're a beginner and you want to just make like a little crystal grid and be a little cutie, little margarita for the gods.
But you could fill the bottom with sand.
Good.
And put crystals in the middle, and then put towers in it.
You could build a grid in there. You could have a little crystal festival, little village things and stuff. All right, piece de resistance. We've got actual crystal. This is legitimate crystal. It's got these like flowers and like frond patterns. Look at all the sparklies. Look at that. Look at that. I like the oblong shape.
Yeah, I can't tell there's pressed glass or cut glass. I think it's pressed glass.
Yeah, I was gonna say it feels like pressed glass because you can feel the different textures of the patterns. Like the flowers have stripes and the accents have like a crosshatch. I would, for me, because it's oblong, I would like maybe put it in the back of a display to hold something up, or have like if I had tall towers, I might put it in there. But you know, very fancy. And then we've got this lovely one. This is my personal favorite. It's got
silver overlay.
What could be peonies or morning glories in the silver overlay. It's flowers. It's got this nice square oblong. The edging at the top also has silver overlay on the glass. It's just very dainty and feminine and delicate. I love that so much. So for the silver, I would not recommend burning anything in or near that, just to make sure you don't tarnish it or change the tone of how the silver overlay shows up.
And if you like it tarnished, don't do anything to it. If you
Don't
like
clean
your
it.
Silver shiny.
Yeah.
Be very careful, but use
a
silver
proper
cleaner
silver polish.
the way it says to do it.
Yeah, so it depends.
This
I
is
like it
very
vintage vibes. I wouldn't untarnish that silver if I was going to use it. Then we have this beautiful 3-footed belly button cranberry sunflower print bowl. It's definitely manufactured. There's no pontil, so I think this is pressed glass, the way that the flowers have texture on the outside, but it's just glorious.
I think it's more purple than cranberry.
It's purple in this light. It was cranberry when we first got it home, so like we said, can't have too much purple. Honestly, this would be, for me, this would be probably more of an offering bowl if I was, which I don't, but if I was going to have like a food offering or something for an ancestor shrine. You could put crystals in there. I wouldn't, personally, because it's glass and I wouldn't want them scratching around or banging around, so you might want to cushion it with some sand if that's how you do it.
Jewelry media. It's an inside joke.
Listen, the places that I'm pulling tumble media out of still, like, it's just part of, they're gonna bury me and find media coming out of somewhere. Alright, pièce de résistance. This is Bohemian cut crystal from the Czech Republic. It has the sticker, the original sticker. This is legitimate antique. It's got 3 little feet, and it's got the little flower top, and then the lid has a little butterfly. So cute. Cute butterfly. So yeah, you could keep something in there. You could write your manifestations and keep it in there. Please be careful. She's old. Please be careful. You want to show the people? So it's Czech Republic, Bohemian cut crystal. I'm thinking 1940s. When I say old,
she doesn't mean vintage.
Old.
Look
I
at
mean
that
antique,
little butterfly.
legitimate antique. This is one of the pieces that I know will already sell live and in person in Kansas City. There is no hope. There's no way for anybody online to get this. I'm sorry ahead of time. This is the kind of one-of-a-kind treasures that we specialize in at Ganglei's Treasure.
You can see all the facets.
Look at her. She's gorgeous.
A little butterfly on top.
Gorgeous.
And the scallop on this edge
Drop dead.
is just
It's perfect. There's
to
no
die
chips.
for.
There's nothing wrong with it. It's amazing that it's survived.
We will pack this all by
This is from the 1940s,
So-
folks. This has lived through 3 wars, okay?
We will pack this all by itself.
It's going to be possibly in the car with me driving to Kansas City.
We're taking both?
I don't know. Depends on how much stuff you have. Ah! Apparently she got more today. I don't know. Anyway,
Only a few pieces.
so that was our glass. I believe we have more glass than the other segments. If you didn't see part 1, please go back and review the stone, ceramic, and metal segments of what we're offering. None of this is going to be on eBay. It's not going to be available until after the live shows. These are specifically being hand curated for the Mystic Fair in Kansas City for people to use in their sacred spaces. If you have a specific aesthetic, or if you're exploring an aesthetic or a vibe for your sacred space, please leave it in the comments. Are you a whimsigoth? Are you dark academia? Are you cottagecore? Are you
Nationalist?
queer punk? I don't know. There's I can't keep up. There's as many different aesthetics as people in the earth and the world. So if you are having trouble sourcing, or if you're just getting started, please leave us a comment and let us know what your aesthetic is. We would love to learn more about what all is out there. And if you're in the Kansas City area, please come see us. October 20th, 21st, 22nd, Kansas City Mystic Fair.
Overland Park.
At the Holiday Inn in Overland Park.
Holiday Inn West. I think. There are a few other pieces that we already had in the shop.
Yes. There's just some adorable shit that's been sitting around, and I think it's because it hasn't really been unpacked in front of people that it hasn't sold. There's some collectible tea light things. There's some handcrafted things. There's some things.
We have a gecko.
We have a party light gecko. It is collectible 1980s party light. It is in perfect condition. He's got a little roundy where you could put a candle or a crystal. I think it would be the cutest freaking thing, especially if you're a lizard person, like my cousin. We have hand-blown bubble cat from Norway that I'm pretty sure my friend Jojo is going to buy before I have a chance to put it out on the stand. I'm actually going to show him first to make sure if he wants it or not.
I'm going to show it now.
Whatever. It's a kitty. It's so cute. So this is Norwegian bubble glass. It is its own discipline of glass blowing, to where they create the pressed glass with these little symmetrical bubbles on purpose. It's a little sleepy kitty with a candle. It's so cute. My friend Joseph, the man behind the brand Good Juju with JoJo, he's a reader and channeler, and he's a cat person, and I just really think that this needs to go home to his bedroom with him. Do you want to do a thing zoom so they can see the boobers?
So when it was made, the bubbles were on purpose.
He's bubbles. He's a sleepy baby.
They're all very controlled. Just so cute. It was like, oh, look that, get it, put it in the cart.
This is our party light salamander. He is authentic, vintage, collectible, party light, original sticker. Everything's perfect. He's got his little feet pads so he doesn't scratch anything. He is party light shaped, but you could find a pillar candle or a pillar tower for him to become part of your home. This was in a Christmas show, but it's not necessarily Christmas. The flowers are like blue and red, and then the little feet are green. It has a teeny, itty bitty, teeny tiny alley right here.
Happened when we moved.
Oops.
Because it didn't have it when I bought it.
Oops. So it's going to be discounted. Hopefully that, will, you know.
But you could turn it to the
You could
back.
turn it to the back, and nobody's going to notice, especially if you put whatever you put in there. It is frosted
That would
glass.
This would be really pretty with flowers and just have it.
I was gonna say,
rounded,
I
like
wouldn't do crystals in there
rosebuds.
because it's delicate frosted glass. You talk about this. I don't know what this thing is. That's your thing.
This is called, I call it Hollywood glamour.
I mean, that's the aesthetic. I don't know if it's a trinket box.
It is a trinket box. It's wood, and it's completely black inside.
But it's hand beaded. It's hand
And it's
bedazzled on the outside.
done. And you look at it, and part of you wants to say, oh, it's made with macaroni, but it's not. It's pearls and sparklies and
Highly, highly decorated. So,
it would be very pretty to put something special in.
it's something special. It could keep your ceremonial matches in there. I don't know.
Does not have feet, but
You could add feet. That wouldn't hurt it.
it's got, well, it comes completely off.
It's very pretty.
But it's so gorgeous.
And then we have this thing. Very whimsical, 3-tiered. What is this, a cupcake stand?
I don't think you fit cupcakes on there.
Macaron stand?
I don't think so.
We stand
But-
the stand.
It's just a stand. So you could put a sphere on each one, a tower on each one.
They do go like in. Like
But you could put
the swirls go in, so it would like support something
candle.
like to stand in there
in there, but
if you wanted. And then we have from ancient times when we started the shop, we have this pillar candle holder from my $100 challenge. It's 13 by 17 by 6, in case anybody wants to know. These are like the big craft pillar candles that you would get at like Michael's. It's just cute. It's just metal, no maker's mark. You could spray paint it whatever color you wanted. It's just really cute. I would love this in like an empty fireplace in the springtime and just put my pillar candles in there. So that's one of the only like item specific things, but
yeah, you wouldn't want to put crystals in there. One, they'd fall
it's
through.
got
and
pointies,
it has
so
pointies.
please don't hurt yourself. Yeah, so some of these things like we already had that were more specific to candles, but I just felt like we have them, they're containers, they're special vibes. I really think somebody's for sure gonna go home with our little critters.
Somebody didn't go home.
Somebody's gonna go home with everything because
Not
our plan
altogether,
is
but-
to sell out at the Kansas City Mystic Fair for our sacred decor.
So, price-wise, like these would be $8 to maybe $12,
Depending on how intricate they are.
but this would be more like 20 to 24.
I use a big one.
And then the bigger one would be more like 35. The purple one, the cranberry one, is probably going to be more like 30, 35. Along with the great big granite one. He might even be 40. We haven't even
So we have a range of
Look at
sizes and prices,
comped yet.
but we do feel because they're hand curated and Gangleized treasure sourced, that we are accurate to the market. These are not resale prices. These are hand curated for people to use in their sacred spaces. So that is coming with a hand curated price for each piece.
Yes. And we have to wash them and prep them and take them all the way to
Take the
Kansas.
stickers off
All the way
and
to
price
Kansas
them
City.
and wrap them up and pack them and yell at each other like we're patting a dead body in the trunk when we load stuff up and scare the hell out of the neighbors. I mean, if you haven't looked back through and seen some of the bloopers, you really should, because we have some shenanigans around here.
The Route 66.
That was
flea market.
a good laughing one.
That was fun.
Every once in a while, I get to come out and do sourcing with Mom, and I really feel like my job is just comedic relief because I don't know about stuff. Mom
Yes,
knows
you do.
I don't know about a lot of stuff. Mom's like,
Well, I don't
oh,
know
this
about-
is a hoobity flobbity from Italian and blah blah blah. Like she just has been studying this the whole time she's at the shop. So I'm just like, it's pretty. We
But I
should
don't
get
know
it.
everything. And then there's sometimes she'll pick something up, like you found the Pyrex.
Right, and I found the cat, and I was like,
We
I know
found
this
it,
is.
she found the
I
cat.
know this is special.
So-
I found this in the Cape of Wonders.
Yes. I found, I picked up a cow, and I didn't realize it was a salt and pepper shaker. So like it had a salt and pepper shaker on the side. So I picked it up, and it's salt and pepper shaker.
She said, "Good luck." Put it back.
Nope, I didn't. I broke it. I picked it up, put the broke part in my pocket, and bought the cow.
Goodbye. Anyways,
Okay,
lots of
that's all.
bloopers on previous episodes. We are launching merch soon, maybe in time for Christmas. Maybe.
I think we need to, you and I have to sit down and pick out colors. We thought
You
we
have
had
to sit down.
the colors picked out.
You
and
sit down.
Part of the hardest part is getting the two of us together
At the same time.
behind the camera.
Think the same thoughts, because she's running a shop, I'm running a shop.
She works full time.
I work full time. She works part time. I also have a side hustle as an artist. We're trying to have a garden.
We just moved. We're still not. There's still things I don't know.
There's too many. I don't know where my stuff is, guys. Like, I'm happy to find you treasures, but my personal stuff is somewhere. Somewhere.
We don't have all our knives.
In the depths of Crystal Cavern.
In the kitchen.
I had to dig for 30 minutes the other day to find the ding-dang friador with the grater. The great carrots.
There's one upstairs in the kitchen that she could have used.
You know what? I don't like that one. It's scary.
Oh, and I have to give a shout out. Ian Love. I made the new earrings.
Ian's Art Collections.
Earth Loving Crystals.
Earth Loving Crystals. If you're not
she
following
made yours.
them,
We didn't talk about this.
If you're not following them on Whatnot, I don't know what you're doing. If you're not following them on Instagram, I don't know what
Follow
you're
them
doing.
on Instagram. I don't believe they're on Whatnot anymore.
Handcrafted, bespoke, curated, customized earrings.
Actually, they made mine and then it broke, and so they sent me new beads and I made new ones.
It broke in shipping, or
No, it broke when I was wearing it. It just the back came off.
She's just
and I
so
lost.
hard on stuff. You know how Mom headbangs in the car. Hey, are you gonna tell them your announcement, or is that for like a different episode? Maybe you have to tune in for the next haul episode for Mom's special announcement. I don't know. Is it?
I've already put it on Instagram. So our other big announcement is they finally accepted my application. I don't know whether it went around and around and around and around multiple times because I thought I had to reapply, but they just said, "Hey, you're accepted. Come take this test." It was a whole 20 minutes and 4 questions.
Dingless Treasures on Whatnot. Woohoo!
I now have access to go live, and then that's going to be another one of those when we don't know when the two of us are going to be able to be together.
Someday.
To do it.
Someday we're not.
She's going to help me.
When we're not doing
my
everything
show.
else. I have a
Because
lot.
I help her on her show.
I'll be modding Mom's show. I have so much stuff to make for these 2 live shows because it's way more people at once than just a Sunday farmer's market. So
We might have to do another.
We might have to do another
Shop
open
video.
studio
Open
for
studio.
Crystal Clear downloads, and you guys
On
can
a
just
Sunday.
tune in and ask me anything while I make a bajillion cleansing wands and crystal wreaths and simmer pots and flower crowns.
But what was really, really nice that we've done our first shop hours.
We did our first studio hours 2
Studio
weekends ago,
hours.
3 weekends ago on Saturday.
And when you come to those and Ramanda's making something and you want something, you can actually pick your moss.
That's the only time you can do
pick
a
your
custom
stone.
order for a wreath or a wand, because I have all of the options out. After studio hours are closed, you get what you get and you don't throw a fit. There's a lot of options.
You can pick one that we have. Yes. Exactly. But if you specifically want a fairy wreath with an amethyst on it
and purple moss,
white flowers, come to the studio hours.
Studio hours.
So
usually on a Sunday night.
You already have this Sunday planned, correct?
This Sunday is on Crystal Clear Downloads. This Sunday, live right here from Crystal Caverns, is going to be our luxury chakra gift jar fire sale auction. This is the lowest price we've ever had for our luxury chakra gift jars. They're going to start auction at $50. They're usually $80. We have 8 of them. I only have root chakra, sacral chakra, heart chakra, and voice chakra. So I only have red, yellow, green, and blue. That's what I have. That's what I have left. After that auction, they're going away. Goodbye. Disappear.
Not gonna have them anymore.
Most likely forever.
Because they're rather difficult. Difficult for you to make. Difficult.
They're
to
hard to
travel.
make. They're hard to curate. They're hard to take care of when we travel. Stuff gets busted in there. One of the lids melted shut because that's how freaking hot it is at the farmer's market sometimes. So we're just gonna not. From now on. So if you would like the highest priced item from my shop at
For
the
the
lowest price ever to get ahead on maybe some holiday shopping. It is 15 hand-curated, all premium pieces in there that go with working with that chakra. So it is color-coded, it's chakra-coded. If you know somebody who's working on something, who's going through something, if you know somebody who's really into crystals and is working with that chakra for their health, tune in, Crystal Clear Downloads, Sunday, 5 p.m. Central Time. We'll be right here. As soon as we put all this stuff away.
And the resin is hand-poured resin, and the chakra jar is the correct coordinating color.
Yes.
Do you want to go through one tonight?
I don't know. If you're hearing background music, it's because my alarm for bed is going off, because that's how late we're working. So maybe just go over to Crystal Clear Downloads and check it out. My video for this Sunday's show has me showing off a chakra gift jar with that famous audio, the chicken salad lady that got famous for talking about the chicken salad. So go check that out. Crystal Clear Downloads on Whatnot, TikTok, Facebook.
Follow Gangalized Treasures on Instagram and Facebook. Also on Whatnot as Gangalized Tea.
Gangalized tea. Tea for treasures.
Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for commenting. Let us know which ones you liked, what you would do with them. Thank you for liking. Go ahead and subscribe. Normally, this is not our normal.
We're doing things. We're
it's
stepping
a big
out.
haul, but we're
doing
stepping
something
out, and we're inviting you to come along with us and step out. I'm hoping that we will at least go. We haven't talked about this yet.
I think we're gonna go live like for an hour a day, whenever
on each channel.
Yeah.
While we're there.
While we're at the shows, so you'll be able to see the foot traffic. I don't know exactly the rules, but I would think I could pan around and show you some of the other cool booths. There's readers, healers, channelers, vendors. There's all kinds of esoteric, all kinds of spiritual stuff. It is an annual fair that's gotten pretty big. This is way bigger than the Christmas market, so this is probably the biggest event we've done yet, and that's why we are specifically making and sourcing things tailored to that event, which you can do in your little shop. So,
well, and like you said, people that are going to that shop, that show, know what's going to be at that show.
That's what they're there for.
So you go to that show and you go buy a whole bunch of crystals. What am I going to do with this? Oh, look. Oh, look, this is perfect, honey. This will fit the little jar, and we can just put it right on the...
Ta-da!
Is your grandma coming out?
Oh, so we won't have merch just yet. Crystal Nana will probably come out on the Whatnot shows when we tune you guys into the lives. We're not going to have shirts ready this year. But we will probably think about Cleanse Already shirts for next year with our Crystal Nana. If you're a cartoonist and you want to help me create a character, we were doing our studio hours. I was doing a custom order for someone, and we were really talking about what they were going through and what they wanted their custom order to include to support their
and not to be nice
work in their product. And their reading had a lot of rose quartz in it for self-love, compassion, and forgiveness. And the person was messaging and saying, like, yeah, it's really hard for me to, like, accept nice
compliment,
people being nice to me, people being loving towards me. So, like, I'm used to mean. I was like, I could be nice to you meanly. And somehow I just, like,
picked up the eucalyptus,
came up with this voice. I was making wreaths, so I had, like, everything out, and I just picked up the silver dollar eucalyptus, and I was, like, beating the camera with it, and I went, cleanse already! And Crystal Nana was born. So sometimes she comes out and talks about things, and she's a fun new character. She will be live with us when we tune Whatnot into the live shows.
Yeah.
So sometime in the future, I hope somebody helps me make a little old lady with a big eucalyptus broom, just beating something off the shot, and it says Cleanse Already, and that's going to be my first merch shirt for Crystal Clear Downloads. So
we'll talk to Ashley.
It's going to be great.
And as always, remember, you are blessed to be a blessing. Go out and make today a great day.
Bye, guys.